Light Tank Project Follow-up, Choices, Challenges, and a Path Forward. Overview: months after the cancellation of the Pandur II wheeled tank component, the Philippine Army is moving from shock to strategy. With the Sabra tracked light tanks proving operationally valuable, decision-makers now face three urgent tasks: select a reliable wheeled replacement, protect sustainment and delivery timelines, and structure procurement to support long-term local capability. This follow-up explores viable options, strategic trade-offs, and the steps the Army must take to prevent future delays from undermining its modernization drive. When the Department of National Defense announced the cancellation of the Pandur II 8x8 wheeled tank acquisition, reactions inside and outside the military were swift and varied. For some it was a predictable procurement casualty. Supply chains are fragile and complex in the post-pandemic, geopolitically tense world. For others it was a wake-up call. The Philippine Army's modernization plan depends not only on bold purchases but on realistic timelines, durable partnerships, and robust sustainment arrangements. This follow-up report picks up where the initial, breaking, coverage left off. It looks deeper at the practical options available to the Army, explains why wheeled platforms matter in the Philippines' unique operating environment, and outlines the procurement and diplomatic steps that can turn a setback into a strategic advantage. Why the wheeled tank gap matters. The Army's original twin-track approach, tracked Sabra plus wheeled Pandur II, was more than redundancy. It was doctrine. In the archipelagic terrain of the Philippines, commanders need systems that can be selectively applied: tracked vehicles for rough, off-road, and high-intensity engagements, wheeled vehicles for road mobility, rapid reaction, urban operations, and island-to-island transfers where infrastructure supports road movement. Lose the wheeled half and the force loses a key operational option. Wheeled tanks are not simply cheaper approximations of tracked tanks, they are different tools for different tasks. They require less maintenance per kilometer on roads, can redeploy faster over long distances, and typically reduce logistical strain when time-sensitive response is essential. For expeditionary work, reinforcing a contested island or moving quickly along main highways, wheeled systems are often the preferred solution. That operational logic is why the Pandur II's cancellation left a significant void. Sabra, the proven element. Against that backdrop, the Sabra tracked light tank has delivered consistently strong performance. Crew feedback highlights its dependable fire control, solid ballistic performance from the 105mm gun, and useful integration of modern optics and sensors. Sabra provides enhanced direct fire support and credible anti-armor capability, a real improvement over legacy systems. Sabra gave us what we asked for: modern firepower, accurate gunnery, and a platform crews trust. Now we need the wheeled partner to complete the concept. Senior Armor Officer. The question is not whether Sabra is good, but whether the Army should expand Sabra numbers to compensate, or instead keep searching for a wheeled complement. Expanding Sabra buys capability but risks tactical inflexibility. Finding a wheeled alternative preserves doctrine but adds procurement complexity. Candidates under consideration. Sources inside the defense establishment list several credible contenders. Each brings different trade-offs across cost, weight, industrial cooperation, and political relationships. Otokar Arma 8x8, Turkey. The Arma is praised for modularity, export success, and adaptability to tropical climates. It is compatible with a 105mm turret such as the Cockerel configuration, which would simplify ammunition logistics with Sabra's 105mm rounds. Turkey has been proactive in offering industrial cooperation and flexible financing, making Arma attractive from both a capability and affordability standpoint. Centauro II, Italy. Centauro II packs a 120mm main gun and advanced fire control systems, firepower approaching main battle tank levels on an 8x8 chassis. But its heavier weight, higher lifecycle costs, and price tag require the Army to decide whether to accept a smaller fleet of higher capability vehicles or a larger fleet of less costly platforms. Piranha V, Switzerland/General Dynamics. Piranha V is known for modularity, high protection levels, and NATO standard integration. Interoperability with partner forces is a clear advantage, though cost and complex sustainment chains are potential downsides. Other regional options. South Korean, Japanese, and Indonesian offerings are also on the table, primarily attractive for potential offsets, regional political alignment, and lower acquisition costs. These options are often less mature for the specific wheeled gun role but may offer the best route to local industry participation. Procurement lessons, contract design and sustainment. One of the fundamental lessons from the Pandur II episode is that procurement is only as strong as its contract terms. Future deals must include clear performance milestones, penalties for non-delivery, spelled-out spare parts timelines, and firm commitments on training and technical assistance. The D&D must insist on delivery guarantees and realistic production schedules, ideally backed by government-to-government frameworks that make the supplier accountable at a sovereign level. Equally important is after-sales support. A low initial price that lacks spare parts, sustainment, and upgrade pathways can become more expensive over a platform's lifecycle. The Army should favor suppliers that offer local assembly, maintenance training, and transfer of technical knowledge. These clauses not only reduce future dependency but also help build a nascent defense industrial base. Operational trade-offs and force design. There is no single, right answer. The Army can choose from several realistic paths. Sabra heavy approach. Buy more Sabras to quickly increase heavy direct fire capability. Pros: quicker fielding, standardized logistics for tracked fleet. Cons: reduced road speed mobility and higher wear on infrastructure. Wheeled replacement approach: procure a smaller, capable wheeled gun system, e.g., Arma or Piranha. Pros: restores doctrinal mobility and mission flexibility. Cons: additional logistics lines and initial training cost. Hybrid approach: modest Sabra expansion plus a limited wheeled fleet, combined with local sustainment programs. Pros: balances capability and budget, strengthens local industry. Cons: requires disciplined sequencing and stable funding. Decision makers must weigh operational doctrine against budget realism. In nearly every scenario, local sustainment plans and strong contract clauses are non-negotiables. Diplomacy and strategic alignment. Procurement is rarely purely technical. Each supplier choice signals a geopolitical orientation. A deal with Turkey strengthens outreach with Ankara. Italy or Switzerland underscores European ties. A US or South Korean choice could deepen interoperability with key allies. Manila will therefore factor diplomatic returns alongside capability and cost. That diplomatic dimension can be strategically useful. Government-to-government frameworks often include training, financing, and industrial cooperation. Where possible, Manila should leverage these frameworks to secure terms that private sales rarely provide, especially delivery guarantees and sovereign-level recourse if problems emerge. Budget and timeline realities. Money limits options. The cancellation freed some funds but did not eliminate opportunity cost. Naval, air, and missile programs are competing for the same budget buckets. The Department of Budget and Management expects demonstrable value for large procurements. This means the Army must present not only capability arguments but credible sustainment and cost of ownership estimates to justify any new acquisition. Likely timeline scenarios foresee a formal decision within 9 to 18 months if the D&D pursues an immediate replacement, longer if the government opts for deeper negotiations that include local industrial participation. Whatever the choice, delays beyond this window risk leaving the Army with an incomplete concept well into the next modernization horizon. Building capacity at home. One constructive outcome from the setback could be an accelerated push toward local sustainment capacity. The self-reliant defense posture framework offers a platform for partnerships that include local assembly, testing, and maintenance. Even limited domestic assembly of wheeled platforms or localizing spares manufacture could significantly reduce future supply chain vulnerability and create jobs. Localizing sustainment won't happen overnight. It requires upfront investment, training, and a long-term industrial strategy. But the strategic payoff, greater control over timelines and reduced vulnerability to foreign production shocks, is worth the effort. Wrapping up, turning a stumble into strategic progress. The cancellation of the Pandur II wounded the light tank project's original concept but did not kill it. The Sabra's success demonstrates that the Army can absorb modern systems and quickly derive operational value. The next step is to be deliberate: select a wheeled partner that balances capability, cost, and sustainment, build contracts that protect the government, and develop local capacity to insulate future acquisitions from disruption. Modernization is a marathon, not a sprint. The Army's choice now, measured, transparent, and forward-looking, can turn a painful procurement lesson into sustained capability for years to come. That is the outcome Manila should pursue, not the quickest fix, but the best strategic investment for the nation's defense. Disclaimer: this article is for informational and analytical purposes only. It is based on open-source reporting, public defense materials, and expert analysis. The views expressed do not represent the official position of the Department of National Defense, the Philippine Army, or any contractor named. While care has been taken to ensure accuracy, details may change as new information becomes available.